son, I love him.
Welcome back, everyone, to New Era Field just south of Buffalo. It's the Dolphins in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul-searching now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Singletary on the toss play. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
55, Mike, 55. I'm scared.
On 2nd down now, Singletary.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that showed a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Going deep for Diggs, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper, 5.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll drop to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go now. 60 or
55. You better be afraid of me.
There goes.
He'll look to throw. And he rips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Singletary. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Grant. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now
a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 2. They'll look to throw here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the right side open is Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the delay, here's Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run here with Singletary. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We got 4. We got 2.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to throw.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, Singletary. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. The former Sooner, Cody Ford, second-round pick back in April, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. He's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll drop the throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 18. Now back to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the